You're definitely gonna feel lonely. You're definitely gonna feel like you maybe made a mistake. You're definitely gonna have days which make you wonder whether or not it was worth it. Alright, the sun is coming in big time, so let's just get this party started. How are you? How have you been? It's been a while. I have a feeling a lot of you, well, it sounds like most of you are already in England. So whether that means you live there and you enjoyed watching my confusion about sinks in London versus sinks in Chicago, which is where I'm from, or maybe you found me because you are either planning to move or have just moved to London. Everyone who has reached out on Instagram, can I just say that it blows my mind that people not only find this channel but also then go and take the step to find my Instagram and ask me questions. I think it's so cool because I didn't really have resources like that outside of Paige Mariah, who is amazing. So it makes my day every day. And please know that if I don't reply, feel free to like leave a comment under a video, because my DMs do get pretty cluttered, and then I just get overwhelmed and with life and then don't check them and then I feel bad. So if there's ever a question you're like, I need the answer to this, feel free to absolutely come to me and double text. I am all for it 100%. So I'm just getting ready. I'm literally just going to be curling, but the point of this is to chat. What's going on? I wanted to do a little like give yourself some grace chat with you today, just because I feel like when you are moving to a new country, particularly by yourself, it can feel a lot like you have to have absolutely everything figured out, especially if you're a perfectionist or if you just are someone who has anxiety. It can feel like you need to have it all figured out before you even book your plane ticket. I will say, I think the best thing you can do is plan as much as possible, but also give yourself a break when shit hits the fan. Especially when you are talking about you know, moving across the country. A lot of you who are messaging me, and maybe you don't have an apartment yet, right? You don't have an apartment yet because you can't get to the UK because it's not, you know, cheap to get on over and do viewings in person. So maybe you get to your flat and you're like picturing something, oh my god, amazing, and then you get there and it's not oh my god amazing. Allow yourself some grace with everything, because shit is gonna hit the fan, and if you don't have your own back, who does? No one else is gonna have your back. Especially if you're moving by yourself, you better become your own best friend. You better become your #1 hype girl. You better become the person that you can sit with, whose thoughts you can sit with and not have a problem with that. Because let me tell you, no matter how many friends you make, no matter how many acquaintances, no matter how much stuff you fill your day with, it's gonna get lonely. You're gonna miss home, you're gonna miss your friends, you're gonna miss the comfort of your bed, you are going to miss things. And this will come in waves, by the way, so get used to it. You know what I mean? Like get used to looking at stories of your friends having a great time and you not being there and you missing them. Get used to missing out on big events, but still like try as much as you can to be present. Call people on their birthdays, FaceTime them if there's, because there is probably going to be quite a time difference. Send little videos. Like I sent most of my friends little videos that I just recorded because I knew by the time that they got up and they were doing all of their birthday celebrations and things, I would already be gone. I would be out, I would be about, and I wouldn't have time to FaceTime them. So when I got up, I would record cute little videos for the people that I knew I couldn't FaceTime, and I kept it up like that. And just know that that goes both ways. You have no idea how many times my friends were like, oh my god, we were just watching all of your stories and it was so amazing and we wish we could be there, etc, etc, etc. Like it is that way. I think for me the hardest part was my family, because I'm a big family person. Like I try to see my family every Sunday because we live in the same city, and that was really difficult for me. One thing I think is a bitter pill to swallow is realizing that should something happen, God forbid, no one is there. No one is down the street, no one is a 20-minute ride away, no one is able to, you know, get there within the hour, no one is there. When I say no one, I don't mean literally nobody, because you will, trust me, you will make friends who literally feel like family, but your own family and your own friends are not there. If you're having, like, you know, one of those days where you just need to run into the arms of a friend, run into the arms of your mom, run into the arms of your brother, your sister, your whoever, you're not going to have those moments. What I will say is that in turn, this ends up strengthening you quite a lot. I consider myself to be independent, hyper independent even, if you will, which is not the best thing, but here we are. So I didn't have a lot of those moments, but, like, you know, especially considering I was in grad school, it gets hard. It gets so freaking hard. And when you are your own source of everything, that can also get difficult. So, like, outsource that, right? Like, find your tribe over there. Find people that you can come to no matter what stage of life you're in, no matter whether that's to celebrate, whether that's to grieve. I think it's as important to have people who you can be around when you're feeling phenomenal as it is to have people around you when you are feeling really down. Because it does get gray, besties. It does get gray. Gray in the UK. Gray in the UK, yes. It definitely does get gray. You're gonna have down days. You're gonna have days where you don't feel like doing anything. And I think those are the days it's most important to have really great people around you, because for me especially, oh, the sun just said, see ya, you wanted gray, you got gray. I think people make all the difference. So surround yourself with great people. And if you can't, surround yourself with a great community online. I'm by no means saying live online. I really think it's problematic how much time we are focusing on our virtual lives. But to be honest, sometimes that's where you find the people you connect with the most. As long as you're doing it safely, of course. Oh, London New Girl. London New Girl. I'm sure they have one for guys as well, but London New Girl was fantastic. I didn't end up meeting anyone through it because I was there during a pandemic and I was very much set with my friends. I loved my friends. I would not trade them for the world. But if I had stayed there longer, I definitely would have utilized London New Girl. It's a Facebook page that is there for you to connect with others who are also newbies to the city. And it's great because people will, like, post their picture, post their likes, what they like to do, where they like to go, and you can meet a lot of people like that, and that can really make you feel less alone, because these people are probably going through the same things that you're going through, because they're also new. They also moved from somewhere. It could be from Scotland, it could be from, you know, I don't know, where's Harry Styles from? Cheshire? Why I used him is beyond me, but they could be from anywhere. But I find that it helps so much because you're able to kind of have those chats of, like, oh, I really miss home, or I'm getting homesick. I was homesick for American food. If you know American food, there's not much to be homesick about. But I was, okay? I was homesick. I wanted a good freaking burger so bad. A Portillo's, do not start with me, oh my god. But I couldn't have any. But I could have so many other things. So I guess my point is, you're definitely gonna feel lonely. Maybe I should brush this hair out. You're definitely gonna feel lonely. You're definitely gonna feel like you maybe made a mistake. You're definitely gonna have days which make you wonder whether or not it was worth it. Did I do this at the right time in my life? Did I do this for the right reason? Why did I do this? Am I gonna regret this? My advice with that, honestly, is simple. You are where you are because of the choices that you have made today. You can be somewhere completely different based on the choices that you make for tomorrow. So don't let that linger on you. Our brains literally are wired to keep us alive, but also to keep us safe. So anytime you do something that's out of the norm, anytime you do something that's new, your brain is like, no, 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 No. And then you start to get these feelings of anxiety, of doubt, of fear. Work through them. Go through them. With anything that you do, anything new that you're doing, you're gonna feel paralyzed almost. You're going to feel stupid. You're going to feel, I don't know, embarrassing, cringe. Work through the emotions. They are absolutely normal. We all feel them. Everyone walking down the street from you has felt them at some point and may even be feeling them now. But my point with that is, you will definitely doubt yourself. Making such a drastic move. I doubt myself about my hair. Now I'm like, should I have curled this way? Let alone such a big move. Allow yourself to say, yes, this was my right decision. And if it wasn't, allow yourself to say, okay, maybe this isn't what I wanted. I had a friend who went back home quite a few times while we were during our program, because we had lockdowns and they were really difficult for her, and she was just like, I need to be somewhere where it's familiar. And I applaud her for being like, I'm out, and leaving and getting her mental health right, and then coming back when she felt like she came back. My number one takeaway for you here is, you will get lonely. It will suck. You will have down moments. You will doubt yourself. You will probably cry at some point and feel stupid about crying because you are living in London and this is everything you've ever wanted, and you're gonna wonder, why the hell does this feel wrong? And it's because you're normal, you're human. It's because you have emotions. And honestly, most of the time, it's just because of familiarity, lack of familiarity, especially if you're someone who clings on to that so much. I'm someone who you could drop onto Mars and she would be fine, because I'm a refugee immigrant. We've lived in so many different countries, so many different cities before I even turned 10. So for me, like, I'm really adaptable. But for people who are homebodies, like, if you've never left your home city before and now all of a sudden you're freaking England and everyone's got an accent and there's fish and chips everywhere and you're very much confused and you have no idea what some people are saying to you because there are so many different English accents, it's okay. Just freak out about it. You know what? Go onto TikTok, go onto Twitter, blog about it, write about it. There are so many different outlets. The only thing that I hope you don't do is feel like you are all alone in this, because I can promise you, you're absolutely not. But that's it for me. The sun is creeping in, as you can see. I have to go. I have to get ready. I've got a brunch to attend with my friends. Until next time, please let me know what it is that you want to see, what it is that you want to know about. Like, it can literally be anything. It can be very much England related, London related. You know, what were the mistakes you made when you moved? Anything like that. How did you get this hair? Well, I guess you literally just saw me do that. But you know what I mean. It can be anything. There is going to be more like fashion stuff coming. My mirror in the back arrived, so she's ready. Until next time, I love you. Stay safe, stay sane, and allow yourself some grace.